Major funding for Jann Scott Live is provided by Fisher Pontiac, by Susan Melching, Skincare Professionals, by Dinstall's Fine Garage, Honda and Acura, by 1190, the Independent Music Station, by Boulder Weekly, Boulders County's weekly newspaper, and by Borders Books and Music on the Downtown Mall.
Still wait the ammo on the hand, stay on play. Give it up, jiggy, make it feel like foreplay. Yo, my cardio is infinite.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Jann Scott. Welcome to the big show tonight. It's another hot one we have lined up for you. Yeah, first part we're going to talk about the Ramsey case. In the second part, we're going to have apologies across the board to the entire community. First off, the Ramsey case is back in the news. Lou Smit, the 66-year-old retired Colorado Springs detective, as you know, has been appearing with Katie Couric on the Today Show. He has his intruder theory. He's saying that an intruder broke into the house and murdered Jon Benet that night. Do you believe the intruder theory that Lou Smit is putting up? Do you believe the intruder theory? All right. 440-3572, and if it's not Thursday night, the 3rd of May, 4471-JAW, our comment line open. Now, Schmidt says that Jonbenet had skin under her fingernails and in her underpants, and that the DNA testing showed that it was nobody known to her, strangers, both in the underpants and under the fingernails. Though Mark Beckner told me last year that there was no conclusive evidence pointing to any one person. So Schmidt is lying, according to the Boulder Police Department, what they told me. I don't know. Here's a little bit. First off, here's a Jim Gibson cartoon on the Ramsey case, looking at the media. The national media came back to town again. Here's this, and then we'll have a look at Lou Smit, and we'll also take your calls tonight on Jann Scott Live. First part, the Ramsey case. Do you believe Lou Schmidt's theory of the intruder, or do you think that Patsy Ramsey murdered her daughter?
I'd like to salute the hard-working live news media who are ever watchful to bring us coverage of events which would normally go unnoticed. The men and women who drive those satellite trucks up into the mountains to show us live the first snowflakes of the Loch Ness River to appear. These keen-eyed electronic sleuths of TV land are now cemented into place just outside the Ramsey Murder Grand Jury building. Their cameras are ever focused on the door, just in case someone walks through that door. They cannot be deterred from their assigned mission, that mission being to cover the news exactly like all the other news channels, so that we Americans can rest easily knowing channels are homogenized to be identical and live. All of the anchor hunks and anchor babes are here, along with our favorite news clowns. If any real news happens, do not worry. The door will be covered. Dear Elliot.
Show, how you doing? Back with you. Do you think that the, do you believe Lou Schmidt's, the intruder theory, do you believe in it? Microphone fell off here. 440-3572. Now, Schmidt is appearing on NBC's Katie Couric show all week long. And he's talking about this theory. The Boulder Police Department, obviously, in fact, incidentally, Mark Beckner today, Chief of Police, met with the editorial board of the Daily Camera for 2 hours in an off-the-record discussion of the Ramsey case. I talked to Barry Hartman. Hartman, the editor of the Daily Camera, would not tell me what Beckner said, but Barry Hartman, of course, believes in the intruder theory. Our attorney on the show, Lee Hill, believes the intruder theory. They also believe the sexual exploitation theory, the child pornography theory. They believe that a pedophile came into the Ramsey house or in a house nearby and murdered Jon Benet Ramsey. Lou Smit puts forth, though the Boulder Police Department and other experts say that the Ramseys did it. They dispute Lou Schmidt's theory based on a couple of things. That they say he's lying about the DNA evidence under the fingernails, that there is no one that it points to, nothing points to an intruder. The glass that Lou Schmidt says is on the suitcase, John Ramsey says he broke the window some time ago, that there wasn't any broken glass on the suitcase. So it's like, what's with Lou Schmidt? The detectives on the case tell me they think Lou Schmidt has gone like nuts. He's a little senile. He is like off. And he's screwing up the case. So, but there are people that believe him. What do you believe, Boulder? 440-3572, the talk line. Okay, here's Lou Schmidt talking to Katie Couric, laying out his theory on NBC this morning.
That's in the mind of the killer. He did stun gun her. He did build a specialized garrote to kill her. This is in the mind of the killer. Why he did all these things, I don't know. But Jon Benet died a very brutal death in the furthest corner of that house. And then she was thrown. Katie, this area is blocked off now, but this used to be a door that led into the wine cellar.
And this is where Jonbenet's body was
That's
discovered.
where her body was found. And it's only a very short distance from here to there.
Why has this been covered up?
I don't know. That is a preference of the people that are taking care of the house now. And I don't know why they blocked it off.
They're trying to sell it, so maybe it was just too gruesome.
Nothing is as gruesome as these never-before televised showing how Jonbenet was strangled with a nylon cord. If there were ever any doubts about how brutal the murder was, these photos lay them to rest.
This final garrote positioning is very deeply embedded in the neck of Jon Benet. The depth of the ligature mark is buried in her neck. It's very red in color. That means that Jon Benet was alive at that time. If you tried to embed that in her neck after she's dead, you're going to have a white mark.
According to Smit, the garrote used to strangle Jonbenet was very intricate in its design, a tool he believes the killer used for murder and for pleasure.
Was the garrote used for sexual, some kind of weird sexual act, or was it used as a killing device?
I think it was both. First of all, you don't make something like that unless it's in your mind. You don't make something like that unless you know how to make it. He was fantasizing about using this on Jonbenet. He placed it around her neck, he was controlling her, and violently applied it to strangle her. And she was trying to get it off of her neck. Again, this is a personality of the killer. Just the way that the ligature on her hands was constructed, again, is a fantasy in the mind of this killer. This wasn't just tied on her wrist with little granny knots on both sides and the rope tied there. The way that this was constructed was to make two loops with a tether about 15 inches in between. The loops were then...
All right, back here in studio, Jann Scott Live, the name of the TV show. Do you believe Lou Smit's theory of the intruder? He makes it compelling, although the experts say that Patsy Ramsey wrote the note, that she wrote the ransom note, and that the ransom note is loaded with a lot of terms used around the Ramsey household, refers to, what is it, SBTC, the base that Jon Ramsey was based at, referring to his southern sensibilities, a joke used around the Ramsey house because Jon was from Michigan. There are a lot of child abuse, sexual abuse experts that say Patsy Ramsey herself was the victim of sexual abuse, that her mother was, and that she in turn abused Jonbenet, and at the point where Jonbenet got to reason, was going to tell, she murdered her own daughter, and that basically she did it. There are people that talk about the body language that Patsy Ramsey uses, that it's the same that Susan Smith used. There are people that do studies in body language usage. The people that say that the lie detector test that she took, that she actually failed it until she practiced it enough times, she only passed the 5th one. But what do you think, Boulder? 4403572, the talk line. Okay, here's another Jim Gibson cartoon. This one is about the clues, where the Boulder Police Department went around in circles and circles and circles looking for clues.
And regret that I submit this letter of resignation. I find that I cannot in good conscience be a part of the persecution of innocent people. At this point in the investigation, the case tells me that Jon and Patsy Ramsey did not kill their daughter. I only desire to be able to investigate the case and find the killer of Jonbenet. The chances of catching him working from the outside looking in are very slim, but I have a great partner who I'm sure will lead the way. I intend to stand with this family and somehow help them through this and find the killer of their daughter. The Boulder Police Department has been going in the wrong direction and have been since day one of the investigation. The case tells me there is substantial, credible evidence of an intruder and lack of evidence that the parents are involved. If this is true, they too are tragic victims whose misery has been compounded by a misdirected and flawed investigation, unsubstantiated leaks, rumors, and accusations. I believe that justice is not being served, that innocent people are being targeted. But I want to thank you and the others in the office for the wonderful support and treatment I have received. You have a great DA's office, and the men and women who work with you are some of the most honest I have ever met. My life has been enriched because of this memorable time together. Alex, you are in a very difficult position. Good luck to you and your fine office, and may God bless you in the awesome decisions you must soon make. Sincerely, Detective Lou Smit.
Lives, the name of the show. Do you believe Lou Smit's theory that an intruder, there's his letter we did in cartoon form. 440-3572. Are you sick of the Ramsey case? Do you believe Lou Schmidt's theory, or do you think he's off his rocker? Has he gone nuts? My take is certainly the Boulder Police Department doesn't believe it. It's too bad that they just didn't grab a hold of Patsy Ramsey and sit her down and get her to confess, because she was ready to crack. It was pretty apparent if you look at the early videos of her. She looks. You ever look at the videos of Susan Smith where she's talking about how the black man had abducted my children, and then she's identical to Patsy Ramsey in the way she talks. That's kind of my take on it. I'm sorry. I go along with the cops on this one. What is it? 8 out of 8 to 1 in cases like this that the parents did it. This fits the profile as far as I can tell. 440-3572. We're going to go back and look at some more of Lou Schmidt's interview with Katie Couric this morning on NBC. He's not helping the case at all. I mean, the big question is, will the case ever be solved? That's another one. I doubt it. Lou Schmidt is now throwing more muddle into it. I mean, even if they ever do bring Patsy Ramsey, ever try her, God, it's going to be a nightmare. We'll never get her. They'll never get a conviction. So, anyways, do you believe Lou Schmidt's theory? Do you believe in the intruder theory? Do you think he's right? Do you think he's finally turned the case over? Do you think the Boulder Police Department should start going out and interview more people? They've already interviewed 400. Maybe if they interviewed all 120,000 people in Boulder County, that would help. All right, here's more of Lou Schmidt.
The slip knot and tighten to give the appearance of bondage.
Smit believes the evidence shows that the 6-year-old girl was also sexually assaulted. This crime scene photo shows a paint tray outside the wine cellar. Smit says the killer took a paintbrush, not just for the garrote, but also to molest Jonbenet.
Now, why a family member would have to take their child down to a dirty, filthy, cluttered basement and murder her in the farthest reaches of this basement by putting together a complicated garrote, sexually assaulting her, putting duct tape on their daughter's mouth, tying her hands up, and then throwing her into a moldy, filthy room and leaving her there. Sure, you can say it could happen, but the chances of that happening, I believe, are extremely remote.
Isn't there always a first time?
Sure, there's a first time. But again, it would have to be a first time for everything in this case, if that was the case.
We're going to pause right here. When we come back, why another former detective on the case disagrees with Smit, as you've heard, and the role DNA evidence may play in solving this crime. Returning now to our story, Detective Lou Smit spent 18 months investigating the Jon Benet Ramsey murder case.
Jann Scott Live is the name of the TV show. Do you think that Lou Schmidt, do you believe his intruder theory? Or do you think that Patsy Ramsey killed her daughter? 440-3572, the talk line. Now, incidentally, oh boy, the Boulder Police Department is pretty convinced that Lou Schmidt is off his rocker. What he says about the DNA is not true, according to the police department. He says that a lone intruder has DNA under his fingernails, under her fingernails, and in Jonbenet's panties. But Mark Beckner says that's not true. He says Lou Schmidt's lying. So why is Lou Schmidt making this up? And what happened to him? What happened to him when he and Jon and Patsy Ramsey got in that van and prayed together? Do you think he would have just went loony? We have a call, 440-3572. Is that a caller? All right. You don't want to talk about this, huh? All right. Well, I think it's interesting. The national media has been back in town. To me, it just boggles my mind that this guy is out there. I don't know what the hell is he doing, and why is he doing it? And why would the police department say there is no DNA evidence? under the fingernails or in her pants? And Lou Smit says there is. And then you got two detectives, you know, that resigned from the case. One, Steve Thomas, wanted the Ramseys arrested right then, and now you've got Lou Smit, the fox, as they say, who solved 200 murder cases in Colorado Springs. He, 66 years old. Some of the detectives at the police department tell me that he has gone senile, and that he's lost it. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore, and that he's totally blown this case, in that he's basically out of his mind. What do you think? 440-3572 on the Ramsey case. Ramseys. Do you believe, right there, do you believe Lou Smit's intruder theory? Is there anybody in Boulder that believes this theory? Do you believe the intruder theory? Do you think a foreign faction broke into the Ramsey house, molested Jonbenet, and killed her? It's just too wild. And asked for a ransom amount that was the amount of John Ramsey's last bonus. A foreign faction group that refers to themselves as a foreign faction rather than saying we're such and such militia. I mean, most people that want ransom dollars usually ask for millions. If a guy's a billionaire, wouldn't you be asking for millions? And then why did they leave the body behind if they wanted ransom money? And most handwriting experts say that Patsy Ramsey wrote the note. Not only is it her handwriting, but it's her style. It's her literary style. All right. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Last week, we had the feminists on, and humorless as they were actually a lot of fun to have on. It was one of our most popular watched shows we got. Let's see, at least one of our staff got about 6 harassing emails. I got a death threat. It's on, actually, hey Gabe, it's on that tape number 1 there. Play that. Have a listen to this. Here's one of the comment lines that came in from last week.
I'm just calling. I'm not affiliated with Aaron is on your show or the Feminist Student Network in any way. I don't know these people, but I am Jewish, and if I ever see you on the street, I'm gonna break your fucking legs. I'm gonna cut your fucking throat, and I'm gonna kill you because you're a fucking Nazi. And I take a lot of offense at that as a Jew. So you know, why don't you start walking the street, please? Because I will hurt you.
Now, with this caller, we played. Remember, we played this Nazi footage last week. We showed the feminists as being humorless, strident, fascist, and Nazis, and then we showed the brown shirts marching, saying this was their "Take Back the Night" march with candles, which was we were making fun of them, referring to them as Nazis, not me. I'm not a Nazi. So this guy calls, and the police tell us that he is a friend of a producer who was a feminist that left the show, and that she had put him up to this. So he was arrested. This guy was arrested along with his 2 housemates who are directly associated with a student feminist organization. And he will probably be suspended from school. He was arrested for stalking and making threatening phone calls, which is one thing you have to be very careful about. Now, if you harass somebody that works on our show or stalk them or call them incessantly, this is a television show, and there are laws in Colorado, stalking laws, celebrity stalking laws. So if you harass or stalk a producer or threaten them, it is not only a criminal offense, it's a felony, and this gets reported to the CU Judiciary Board. So we now have 6 students who have been reported to the CU Judiciary and Discipline Board. Any arrests, of course, they'll be suspended. this guy will probably be expelled. This is not the first time this has happened on this TV show. One thing what people fail to realize is this is a television show. And then some people start to take it, they start to take it as it's real life. And they decide that either myself or someone who appears on the show or someone who works on the show then becomes a target. They start to stalk them. But what we do with all of those things, and you should know this, those of you who are into stalking us, is we call the police and we have you arrested. Okay, let's go back to our back to the comment line. That same one, 440-3572. Incidentally, we'll take your live calls tonight.
I have a call. We're on the hill, and we're gonna burn up a ton of shit. I don't care, man. Erica's trick maker. We're gonna make a couch out of your hair and burn it to the ground.
You need to go to DETOX.
I mean, all your hair.
You need to go to DETOX,
your head
Gabe.
hair, your butt hair too.
He needs to, yeah, go to DETOX, man. You need to go to DETOX.
Hi, meow, meow.
Hold it there, Gabe, hold it. One call at a time, Gabe. On the comment line, you push the little pause button and we take one call at a time. Okay, one call at a time. Caller, hi, you're on the air. What's up?
Jann?
Yes?
I think that Lou Smit has lost us, and I place no credence in the intruder theory.
Yeah.
But I am concerned about Ainsworth appearing on national television. I think that's highly inappropriate for him while he's an employee of the sheriff's office to be participating in something that, it seems to me, the effect of it is to influence the potential jury pool in their suit against Steve Thomas. I'm surprised that George Epp would permit him to appear on the program.
I thought about that too. You know, I wondered about that. You know, Epp seems to be a little bit more liberal with his officers, although, I mean, you would think Ainsworth would have to clear that with Epp. And I thought, I saw that too, and I thought, what the hell's he doing? And you know, I asked Mark Beckner, I tried to get it confirmed today again, but Mark wouldn't confirm it. But I looked at my notes from last year and on an audio tape with a discussion with Mark Beckner on this DNA under the fingernails, and I asked him about it, and he said, no, there is no single DNA under her fingernails, and there was no single DNA in her panties. And Lou Smit says that that's evidence, and Mark Beckner said that is absolutely not true, and that Lou had long since left the case by the time they got it back from the, from the lab. So, do you think that like Lou Smit has just kind of gone like loopy here?
Well, do you recall that early on he commented that good Christian people could not do such a heinous thing as
well, he also said that he's arrested Christians before, but he did say both, yeah.
Well, they don't bring out on the program this bond between Lou Smit and the Ramseys based on their born-again Christian.
Boy, you know, you're so right.
The depth of the conviction. But one other thing, I understood that this DNA in her underwear is so degraded that it's impossible to determine anything about it, and that they think that it possibly had gone through a cold water wash. And if that were the case, it would have been there and gone through the laundry prior to the commission of the crime. Well, in any event, Lou Smit is distorting the evidence grossly,
well,
but unfortunately, he has this almost...
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think that the power of Satan took over Lou Smit and took over this entire case and is actually influencing everything that happened, and this entire case is under demonic influence at the highest level?
Do I think the power of Satan did it?
Yeah, I mean...
No way. I think it was just absolute bad judgment on the part of Alexander in bringing this kooky old man in on the case.
You don't think this could be a supernatural kind of satanic thing?
No, unfortunately, I don't believe in Satan.
All right. Well, okay, I just thought I'd ask.
Okay, good
Thanks for
to
your
talk
call.
to you, Jann. Enjoy your program. Glad you're back on the air.
Yeah, we've been on for the past year. We'll see if we remain on tonight. Okay.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye. That's it for the Ramsey case. Now, I have a bunch of people I need to apologize to, and I want to start right now. First, I want to apologize. Well, let me just say this. You know, I've been feeling really bad about the way I've been behaving on television, and I just been, you know, I've been soul searching, and I've been going, oh my God, I am so mean to people. I'm so mean to all of my viewers, and I say really horrible things to people. And I thought, you know, I'm going to try to turn over a new leaf, and I'm going to be nice from now on. And I think before I can start being nice, I need to start to make amends to some of the people I've offended. And I hope, hey Gabe, are you with me on this?
Yeah, Jann. We had talked about this before the show, Jann. I think it's a good idea, and I think people appreciate it.
Well, you know, because I really feel like I've been kind of a little tough, a little hard on people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe at times you have pushed.
So
pushed it a little bit.
first I want to apologize to the feminists. All right, I'm really sorry for picking on you and calling you feminazis, and I take back everything I said. I'm just really sorry. I know you're out there doing hard work, and so I want to apologize to you folks. And then I want to apologize to the Mexicans. Any Mexican Americans, Mexicans, I want to apologize to you. I'm sorry if I've offended you. Cinco de Mayo's coming up. I like the food that you people make, and if I've ever said anything to you that I've offended you, I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay, to my...
Oh, Jann, you're a pretty nice guy for doing that, Jann. I mean, you're very sensitive.
Thank you, Gabe. I know, I'm sorry. And I want to apologize to the gays. The gay community, gay men, I want to apologize to you. I want to tell you that I'm sorry for ever, you know, saying bad things about you. I know you people have a hard time, so I'd like to make amends to you, too. I just tell you that I'm sorry for making jokes about you people and your rough lifestyle and how hard it is. So I apologize to the entire gay community. I am sorry.
Jann, that's so big of you. I am so proud that you're finally doing this.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's wonderful.
I feel really bad about all the people that I've insulted over the past years. Thank you so much, Erica. And to the communists, to my communist brothers and sisters who have had the fight going on, I am sorry. I am sorry for dragging you, calling you bad names and dragging your name through the mud. I apologize to the entire communist population here in Boulder.
Jann, this is so great that you're apologizing like this. I knew you had it in you, Jann, all along. I just knew it.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize to the socialists. To the socialists and to the progressive socialists in Boulder. You know, every time I beat you up over WTO protests, and I know that you're out fighting for the environment, you're fighting for a good socialist government, I apologize to you. And I apologize to CU students. To all of you CU students that I've given a hard time to, you know, silver and gold to you, I apologize. To the entire University of Colorado, I apologize to CU students that I've ever given a hard time to, that I've ever hung up on, that I've ever said a bad word to. I apologize to every single CU student that I've ever known.
And Jann, as a CU student, I totally respect that.
All right, thanks. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I know you're a
Thank you,
student,
thank
and
you,
I've really
thank
given
you.
you a hard time. To anybody who's a drug addict, all right? You guys, I know you have a hard time. You know, you have a hard time making money. You've got to buy drugs. Drugs, I know, drugs probably should be legalized. We should have more drugs for everybody. And I apologize to the druggies in this community. To you guys, I say, I'm sorry. I apologize to every street drug dealer, every pot-smoking, marijuana, crack addict that I've ever known. I apologize to you. All right. To the Asian community, if I've ever said anything about the Hmongs or the Chinese or burned the Chinese flag, to Asians I say, I am sorry. I apologize for ever offending you. To women, any women that I've ever offended on this show, I absolutely apologize to you. I am sorry. To all of my ex-girlfriends, I apologize. I am sorry to all of my ex-girlfriends. I just, anything I've
Jan,
ever
you are just
done-
such a nice guy.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry for any ex-girlfriend that I've ever like, you know, maybe gone Dutch on a date with or anything, or not called you back or something. I apologize. Anyone I've ever insulted in my entire life, okay, I apologize to anyone who I've ever insulted on this television show. Maybe any little old lady that I didn't let cross the crosswalk on time. I apologize to you, to any little old lady ever. I apologize to you. And to the PETA people, those of you who are trying to protect all of the animals of the world, I apologize to you for protecting all of, not just the pets, but the cows and the chickens and the sheep and you know, those people who eat meat. I mean, I apologize to the PETA people. You do such hard work out there. I'm sorry, PETA people. To the prairie dogs of Boulder, I've made fun of your holes. I apologize to every prairie dog at the Prairie Dog Park, prairie dog activists. I am so sorry for being mean to you. Please forgive me. I apologize. Yeah.
And as a prairie dog, thank you for not fucking with my holes.
I'm serious about this
I know.
now. I'm really sorry about this. To the Japanese people, I've often suggested that you people buy prairie dogs for $2,000 and take them back. I apologize to you if I've ever insulted the Japanese, economy, or said the Japanese are trying to take over America, or if I didn't forgive you for World War II. I apologize now, and I beg your forgiveness. Please, I'm sorry to the Japanese people. To all people of color. All people of color, any color that you might be, to colored people, if I've ever said anything to you that I've offended you by, I apologize for that. I am so sorry. I apologize to any, Mexican people, black people, Iranian people, Iraqi, white people, all of you, I apologize. Oh, boy, this is so hard. You know how hard this is?
You're doing a good job, Jan. I feel for you. You're a great person. You're sensitive, caring.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I apologize to the whole world. I apologize for being on television. To the American Indians, every time I've referred to you and said that you are drunk Indians, I apologize for saying that every Indian I've ever known is an alcoholic. I apologize for that. I apologize to the American Indians for being a white European, for conquering you. I apologize even for using the word Indians. I am sorry. To my sister lesbians, I apologize to you. I am sorry for ever offending any lesbian anywhere, ever. If I've even used the word lesbian or made fun of you or referred to myself as a lesbian or having an inner lesbian, I am so sorry. I apologize. I apologize to my fans, to all of the fans who watch this show. I'm sorry for being an obnoxious jerk on television. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be kinder and nicer. I'm going to try to do a better job. And to my viewers, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for anything that I've ever done on television or on public access that I might have offended you. I'm kidding. You know what I really want to tell you? Fuck your mother! That's what I want to say! Yeah! Where's that, what is it? The police song. NWA. It's time for NWA. Woo!
Right about now, NWA court is in full effect. Judge Dre residing. In the case of NWA versus the police department, prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E.
Order. Ice Cube, take the motherfucking stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help your black ass? You goddamn right. Won't you tell everybody what the fuck you gotta say?
Nigga.
Woo!
Fuck that shit. Fucking nigga.
comment line. Woo, I'm just kidding about all that. I don't apologize to anybody for anything. Oh, it feels bitter. Missed my aerobics class. How you doing, Gabe?
Oh, Jan, that was great of you. That was really... What? What? What was that about? What was that about, Jan?
Let's go back to the comment line, and we'll take your calls live. Call Jan now. You can play the slime call under this, too, if you want to.
This is Sarah, and I'm calling to make a confession, actually. I've betrayed you two times
no, please
today.
No.
One of them was I mentioned you in a meeting, and I was talking about how, like, I felt really embarrassed when people noticed that I changed. And I said, like, I have this friend, Jann, who always, like, gives me compliments by telling me that I used to be not so great. And then the next thing I did was
Yeah. All right. Whatever. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Caller, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi. Let's listen to the slime, number 17. What's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Hey, I just saw you recently apologize, and I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a CU student, I'd like to say, fuck, can't stand.
Yeah. 2 words. Good. Sorry. Did you like the NWA? I take all
Great.
the apologies back.
No, fuck.
All right. You too. Hey, go to DETOX. You need to go to DETOX. Or something to your mother. 440-3572 is the talk line. Call Jan now if it's Thursday the 6th. 5-3-6-3-99. 440-3572. We will talk about anything you want to. Jann Scott Live, the name of the show, or you can call us back on the jawline if it's another night. I don't apologize. Hell no. Is that a caller? No. Okay. 440-3572. I love you guys. Back to the comment line.
Jan, what is this WTO guy up to, man? I mean, $2.15 a day to these Haitian people is like $100 to us. $2.15 goes far down there. It's all relative, man. I don't know what this guy's talking about. He's fucking communism.
That's right, fags and commies. You know, those are the people that are involved in the WTO. They are the what are they? They are anarchists, man. You watch free speech TV, and all they're pushing is dyke television, homosexuality, communism, anarchism, and the police are not your friends. You know, what's up with that? You know, we have the best economy in the history of the world, and we got the commies and the anarchists out there trying to tear it down. Caller, you're on the air. Hi, what's up?
Hi, how you doing?
All right, man.
Actually, I was wondering, how can you knock all these people who are more socially aware than you, and how can you, I don't know, take responsibility for perpetuating the cycle of, like, hatred that you're throwing on your show?
Hatred, an example.
Example of, like, the whole apology thing to all these different types of people.
Yeah.
For example, the Asians that you're just talking about.
It was a joke.
No, like every time I've seen your show,
Yeah.
you're always knocking people who are more socially aware than you are.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
You love me, don't you?
Oh yeah, can I have you right now?
All right, now go to DETOX and shut up. All right, 440-3572 is the talk line, and back to the comment line. Yeah, we're taking your calls too. 440-3572. Call Jann Live. I don't like that shot, Gabe. Let's go to this.
Clear fact day.
That was intelligent. What the heck was that? Let it roll.
My name is Kenneth Heller. My phone number is 303-24. I am currently watching the Jann Scott show concerning Take Back the Night. I have no affiliation with this organization, and I do not know the woman who is appearing on the show.
Put up the
but
phone
I
number,
would like
Gabe.
to express my complete disgust with the show and many of the comments made. Especially the video showing Hitler's march just went a little bit too far.
The feminazis
that
marching.
That organization takes legal action against
Deutschland, I'll put it on pause. Yeah, well, they are humorless feminazis marching stridently, little fascists. If you don't agree with them, what do they want to do? They want to kill you. The feminist movement is dead, dead, dead. Nobody pays attention to them, and they are the brunt of everybody's jokes. Feminism is dead. I mean, that's zero sense of humor. You're watching Jann Scott live. Call me now. Call Jen now. Call me now. How are you? Enjoying the show? 440-3572. Is that for me? I'll take it. Put him on the air, Gabe. Hit the button. Caller, you're up. What's up? Meow. Or hang up on America, one or the other.
What's up?
All right.
Jen.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good, good. What's up?
Nothing. I just been watching your show for like the past few weeks, and I really like you, man.
Thank you so much.
I just think it's cool how you're very opinionative and you stick by your word and you stand strong, man. I just want to say, stand strong.
Well, good. Were you fooled by the apologies? Were you going, oh my God, this guy's caving?
No, but I did like your dancing. That was awesome.
Thank you. We might dance again. All right. Thanks a lot for the call. Yay! There's a caller who's obviously not on drugs and who's in good shape. Are you a CU student? Did he go? He's gone. Okay. 440-3572. Taking your live calls now and to the comment line again.
Well, what are you talking about? Where am I? Let's see. Where I was when you called was I was at school. Now I am at a little restaurant on Pearl Street called On V. I'm meeting a friend here for coffee, and then I'm going to and more cake.
Yeah.
And that's my life. And I'm working on a hoe for you, but I
a hoe for
you
me?
know I haven't been out. I've been in my house and in Boulder 1, and I mean, while that place is full of hoes, you know,
my God,
you've seen them all. Anyway.
No, please. See, Erica, I told you this. What the hell's going on? It's like hose. I don't need any hose. Hey, Erica, jump on the mic. Erica's leaving. She's going away. She's going to Chicago.
Yes, well, we actually have a great caller on for you,
Hi,
so do you want
Erica.
to talk in a little bit, or what?
Hey,
Hi.
listen, do you want to come on camera?
Sure, if
Come on
you...
in here.
Okay,
Come here, honey.
but we have a caller there, darling.
Yeah, I'll take the caller. But come on in here. No, before we take the caller, come on in here. Let's say goodbye to you. Little wide shot there, Gabe. Yeah, come here, Erica. Come on up here. Pull a wide shot so we can get both Erica and I in. Yeah, there you go. She's leaving.
Yes, I am leaving.
Been working on the show for right here. Here we go. Where is it? You got this one? There you go. Just close in. Erica Strickmaker's been a producer. You've been on the show for a month and a half. What are you going to do? You're going to Chicago?
I'm going to Chicago. I'm interning at the O'Connor Casting Agency, which is the largest casting agency in all of the Midwest. And I'm very excited about it.
You've had, what is it? You've worked on this show. You've had exposure with baptism to talk television by fire.
Yes. I feel very deflowered.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, this is what it's like. Well, anyways, thanks for all your help.
Well,
and
you're very welcome.
You've
This
been
was fun.
the greatest intern we've ever had on the TV show. Don't you think so, Gabe?
Yeah, shit.
What about you and Erica?
Yeah. She was, she was a big help, you know. I mean, you know, she had a big mouth on her sometimes.
Oh,
but no,
Gabe.
you were a great help.
She's
Thanks
short
a lot.
too. She's a little person.
She's standing up right now.
All right. Goodbye. See you. All right, back to the phones, 440-35, and also Luke's been helping us. His new movie's coming out pretty soon. Luke, you want to come on over here? Come here, just jump right here. We got a caller. I know we'll take him in a second. Luke's film. When's your film opening? It's Luke.
July 27th.
Luke.
Eberl.
Yeah. Hey, I saw the previews for it in the
cool.
Return to Planet of the Apes. That's a big budget film.
Yeah, very big budget.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And it's opening when?
July 27th.
July 27th. Okay, we'll talk with you more about that. All right.
Cool.
Back to the phones. Jann Scott Live's the name of the show. Caller, hi, you're on the air.
Ken.
Hey,
What's up, dog? How you doing?
How you doing, man? What's up?
I'm doing all right, bud. I'm fucking having a great time watching your show. I'm a big fan, to tell you the truth.
Thank you.
Watched it for the last couple of weeks. The Fem Nazi show. Oh,
Yeah.
so good, man.
You loved it, I know.
I loved how you brought up, like, the beginning was, like, Fem Supportist Group.
Yeah.
And then your fucking producer brought that off and brought up Fem Nazi Group. Me and my friends got a huge kick out of that. That and when you brought up the old Nazi regime video. Oh, God, dude. A fucking riot.
I know, they thought it was...
You totally rattled that girl out of her fucking pants, man.
Well, I have to tell you that, do you know that these girls, like 6 of them emailed some of our staff, threatened them, some of their boyfriends threatened to kill me, and I'm like, yeah, there you go. There's the peaceful, you know, feminists that are nonviolent. They're humorless psychos.
Well, I think that they definitely are fucking putting
They are.
their views on a lot of people that don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
A lot of people don't agree with them. And I invited them back on the show. I said, look, bring 3 of your girlfriends, You know, there'll be 3 of you or 4 of you against me. Let's talk about the issue of date rape and rape, and they don't want to do it.
You want to know what else is bullshit?
What?
How those fucking, like, the fraternities and the sororities around campus go around posting the fucking take back the night.
Yeah.
All the bullshit fucking sheets up on the fucking front of the fucking houses. How bullshit is that? They don't give a fuck about their purposes, dude. They don't listen to what they say.
All right, thank you for your call.
Peace out, partner.
Bye. 440-3572, the talk line. We're back here next week, of course. The show continues live every week. Incidentally, Sunday night, 9 o'clock, look for our Mexican restaurant show, our 5 picks of 5 best Mexican restaurants. That's Sunday and Wednesday. We went to Key West over the winter, and we have a 5-part series on Wednesday night at 7:30 on that. Frank Zappa, the slime, is in the background, continuing taking your live calls this evening. We're finished with the Ramseys, Gabe. It's either call Jann live, call Jann now, or the Jann Scott live. And back to your comment line phone calls, 440-3572, the talk line.
And maybe I'll see you at these.
Yeah. Let it roll.
We're all right. I don't think we have to talk about anything. And Dude 66, I love that George Maharis. He's a fox, you know.
You like the Route
But,
66
don't
show?
worry about it. Try to be nice. That's all I can say.
I'm trying. I tried to be nice.
Call me if you wish.
I
Bye.
tried. I can't do it. I'm not always nice. Let that comment line roll, Gabe. We got a call here from Ron
Jann,
Seacrest.
Ron Seacrest. Of course the dumpsters are going to be empty each and every day. We would not be leaving fuel out there. This program the Aloha program has been carefully thought out and worked with the Hill neighborhood, but it is obvious. There's no question about it. They will be emptied each and every day, and we are not going to have a conglomeration of bonfire equipment. The fire department and no one would encourage us to do that. So just wanted to clarify with you.
That's Ron Seacrest.
Dumpsters.
Let it go.
Jan, this is Ron Seacrest. Of course the dumpsters are going to be empty each
That's our
and every
city
day.
manager.
Jan, this is Ron Seacrest.
Hey, Ron.
Of course the dumpsters are going to be empty each and every day. We would not be leaving fuel out there.
That's it. Yeah, are you guys going to burn the city tomorrow? What's the story? Caller, hi, you're on the air with Jann Scott. What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, you're up.
Okay, I'd like to talk to you about an article that was in the paper and you were mentioned in it about ecstasy. I guess it was an editorial.
Go ahead.
I just don't know why you disagree with bringing up the topic of drugs in school.
Ecstasy? I mean, well, now I wrote a letter, incidentally, where at Boulder High, you know, they were talking about ecstasy, and they had an ecstasy love fest. They were promoting the use of ecstasy, and that's just the dumbest damn thing you can do, especially at a high school level. Also, ecstasy is made in crime labs. There are no controls on it, and it's proven to have caused Parkinson's disease and other diseases. Ecstasy is a really bad drug for you.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with it? You think it's good for you?
No, I don't agree that it's good for you, but I don't think that you should just ban it and not talk about it. I mean, it's the same thing with sex in schools. We have health education for a reason, and to know about stuff like that.
No, well, sex is a whole other issue. I mean, sure, we ought to be talking about sex, but ecstasy. They had a panel from the World Affairs Conference at Boulder High. The guy from Dance Safe was there, and this other guy was there, the Hollywood. And
yeah, I was there.
All the people talked about just say no what kind of ecstasy you're taking, and that's just stupid, and you should not be doing that at the high school level.
They didn't say take ecstasy.
Yes,
they weren't
did.
condoning
De facto,
the use of
they
it.
did.
No, they didn't.
They're into testing ecstasy. They test it before you take it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's screwed up.
Why? Yeah, it is. It's better than dying, though.
No, because no ecstasy is good for you, because it's proven that it causes, the only kind of ecstasy we're getting these days is bathtub ecstasy and other speeds.
And that's why you need to test it.
No, that's why you need to not take it.
Well, people are going to take it anyways.
Listen, we live in a community. You know what? You need to go to DETOX.
I don't need to go to DETOX.
You need to go to DETOX,
I've
Gabe.
done it once in my life.
You've been to DETOX once?
No.
Go back to DETOX. Go to DETOX now. Go on. Get out of here.
Nice
Go to
traffic.
go to DETOX and take your parents with you. All right, that's it. We're out of here. I'm finished. Next Thursday night, we will be back. Thanks, Erica. See you in next year. Good luck in Chicago. Gabe, roll the credits, baby. We're out of here, man.